Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope everything is going well. I missed you guys. I really did. Just kidding. Enjoy new video. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe. 22. I'm way too confident with my hair. Make me want to cut it. Nickelback is going to sue you for that hair. Nah. Lord Farquaad. Nah. Hanson. Nah, 90s David Spade. All that's wrong with your face, and you're concerned with your hair? Those eyes are wider apart than Chicago Mare. Beetlejuice Lightfoot. You look like a dollar store version of Prince Charming from Shrek. You look like your mom got railed by a golden retriever. I'm guessing that graph paper is to chart exactly how many dicks you must polish to afford guitar lessons. Wow, when did the guy from Nickelback and Lord Farquaad fuck? When J.K. Rowling decided that Lord Farquaad was gay, bro. If for political correctness they made a disabled version of Avengers Infinity War, you could be cast as Thor. Female, 18, living with my grandparents, and unemployed. Roast me. Saying unemployed then posting this picture is redundant. Nothing says subtle like using a fat tip Sharpie to draw in your eyebrows. That's the only fat tip she'll ever get. I'm 99% sure I've watched you somewhere. Oof. Not sure who to feel sorry for there. You, hair, or the horse. The fake glasses and bangs still aren't doing enough to distract us from your lazy eye. I could never date her. I'd always be afraid she was seeing someone else on the side. I only have eye for you. Puts a ring in her nose because no one wants to put one on her finger. Odd, normally, they only do that for bulls not cows. I assume your personality is less interesting than the label on the back of your hair dye bottles. Don't encourage her to drink it. Interests include anime, K-pop, cats, and reminding older relatives on Facebook of the inherent racism of white privilege. You read her like a book. She seems like more of a pamphlet. Do your grandparents know you make your OnlyFans videos in their house? Of course they do. They're her OnlyFans. People say my hair is bad, but I enjoy it myself. Need to see everyone else's opinion. Roast me. You look like a meth addict cosplaying a little girl. Damn. The bitch who tapped the fish tank in Finding Nemo really changed. The face says sex offender. The hair says victim of a sex offender. So you want to say he looks like if Go Fuck Yourself had a face. Thanks for ruining Wendy's for me. I believe he's a part of a new ad campaign to rename the restaurant Randy's. Those handlebars are going to come in handy in prison. This one deserves more upvotes. You made my day, stranger. And prison made his whole week. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume you're not allowed within a certain distance of schools. She should shave. That mustache must terrify the shit out of the kids. It's like her body grew the past 17 years, but her face stayed the same. "30, unemployed, live at home, just got turned down for a dream job. Go for it. At least you don't have a girlfriend to disappoint." I don't know, his hand looks pretty disappointed. Dream job? Surely there's another Goodwill drop-off site that will hire you. I'd be willing to bet that the dream job he was rejected for was raid leader in a roleplay guild on World of Warcraft. You look like Gandalf the diabetic. You shall not smash. Maybe stop cosplaying as angry and fat Charles Manson, then that dream custodial job is yours. Hagrid, Harry is friend not food. I'm sure glad they turned you down for that job at preschool. They just didn't need your services as girls' bathroom attendant, imagine that. Knowing that you exist makes me feel better about myself. 19 years old. Female, cries all the time, and can't handle criticism. Destroy me. In a couple of years your shirt will be saying My Chemical Dependency. Couple of years. Next year. Future assistant librarian. And treasurer of the Harry Potter fan club for her entire trailer park. Good job, you have literally no unique qualities for me to roast. Enjoy not being like the other girls. I don't know why you cry all the time. You're a handsome young man. I read that with a granny voice in my mind. Remove the glasses, and you'll look like the most boring and generic white girl there is. You look like your idea of safe sex is withdrawing consent after the fact. She needs someone to willingly bang her before she can withdraw consent. 26. High school math teacher. Not a huge fan of Carol Baskin. You're gayer than me, and that says something. You went to college to learn high school math. Good work. His potential is limited. Every time he counts to 69, he starts gagging. Looking at him, I don't think he has any gag reflex anymore. When you purchase Ryan Gosling on Wish, your job says you hand out a lot of these. Your shirt says you take a lot of them. If this dude doesn't molest your kids, you have to ask yourself, is there something wrong with my kids? You're the real reason kids don't want to go back to school. That was solid. Just like the case against him. Damn. You look like the Tiger King's next boyfriend, the one he finds in prison. I'm never going to sexually recover from this. 26. Drinking game. Do your worst. They should put this on cigarette packaging to stop people from smoking. Seems like he put more effort in this photo than he did in his life. Yemen is in a better state than you. You look like you'd unplug your grandma's life support to charge your phone and watch more fake anime tits. Wow. That one actually hit fucking hard. Harder even than your dad's belt. I'm afraid those cigarettes are the only way you'll ever be able to fulfill your wish of having two fags inside you at the same time. I bet if I scan a black light around that desk, it's gonna light up like the Milky Way. Mary, you should not drink while you're pregnant. Oh, don't worry, it will be alright. I can smell the mixture of unwashed armpit, bacon grease, and Code Red Mountain Dew through the picture. I'm 21, an astrophysics nerd. My friends call me a wanker, and I have leanings towards alcoholism. Please roast the shit out of me. An astrophysics nerd. I like to watch documentaries, but can't get into university. Astrophysics nerd and a wanker. Come on, tell the truth. You said jerking it to Star Trek all day. The only black hole you see is the guy in the toilets who you are rimming. Getting drunk and hoping aliens will probe your ass doesn't make you an astrophysics nerd. I'd have leanings towards alcoholism if I looked like you too. It's all good having dreams and aspirations, but the closest you are gonna get to NASA is needing anal surgery again. It takes a real wanker to think an alcoholic and astrophysics go together. You must mean you're into ass physics, the understanding of just how much thrust is required to launch a meat rocket into Uranus. He's the kind of guy that tells you Rick and Morty is not just toilet humor, you are just not seeing the deeper meanings. And tells people he's alcoholic because Rick is one, and he thinks it constitutes some kind of personality to hide the fact he's tiresome bore. A year ago I posted here and said that I worked as a Roblox Let's Plays thumbnail designer. Well, now I sell butt plugs. Roast away. You're not fooling any of us with that neon wig. Stanley Tucci. Bet you give the returns a good sniff. But do they fill up the hole in your heart too? Looks like she grabbed Chewbacca in a headlock. When did Velma Dinkley stop solving clues and start plugging asses? Have you considered just telling your parents how angry you are with them? You only work there to make that the most interesting thing about you. I'd imagine you applied for the testing job, but that position didn't exist, so you settled for cashier. I might or might not be doing the testing in working hours anyways. I would say film it and put it up online for money, but if you failed at making money on Roblox related stuff, I doubt you could run an OnlyFans page successfully. From Roblox to Rubbercocks. Not sure if this is career progression or just a backwards maneuver. I imagine your bumhole is as hairy as your armpit. You know it's so unkempt and tangled that when she shits, it looks like the Play-Doh spaghetti factory. You are the human embodiment of a butt plug. Only really weird people like you. You're a huge pain in the ass and you're really unnecessary for anyone's pleasure. 21 female. Been cheated on. Make me feel worse. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I'm used to it. Pretty sure he's talking about your receding hairline. With those glasses, you shall have seen it coming. Odds are good they never met. One guy liked a group photo with her on Instagram, and she immediately thought they were dating. To be honest, after I saw your post I went and commented on another girl's post. Judging by your features, your mother cheated with a family member to conceive you. It's fascinating someone could cheat on such a girl, especially because I can't see why someone would date you. It was God that cheated you. He couldn't decide what gender to choose, so he flipped a coin, and it landed sideways. 21 male. Went in for a checkup. Diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and COVID-19. Been stuck in hospital room for 3 days in the same clothes. Do your worst. I think I see how it got in. 21 meters is also the distance between your two front teeth. He even got his tooth gap size printed on his hat. RoastMe. You're like the Funhouse carnival ride where the roller coaster enters the scary face between the teeth. You'd think with all the time you've spent with healthcare professionals someone would have done you the favor and mentioned braces. At least your teeth are social distancing. Who's your dentist? Moses? You look like the child of a leprechaun who got lost and ended up at a trailer park in Kentucky where he slept with the local inbred bachelorette. I'm Russian tutor RoastMe. You look like your husband is 85 and not rich. And her dad. Weren't you one of the stars of White Chicks? Couldn't be, they had real jobs. And they were real people inside that makeup. Ivan Dragho. I'm quite sure your personality is as real as your chest. I don't know who's got longer fingers, her or E.T. Bet she can check the oil in her car with her pinky. The only thing Russian about you is how much saline you had put into your chest. With hands like that, her chest isn't likely the only transformation. Your cartoon level fake tits almost distract from those horror movie vampire claw hands. Tutor, more like prostitutor. So this is it, I guess. Me back. You happy? Okay. You watch video, you smile. Yes. You like video. Me smile. Okay. You subscribe. Me happy. Yes.